Naturally, there are going to be things that we require external help from. So I will not say that this meditation can heal absolutely everything, because it's not for us to be in perfect health all the time. And the spiritual reason behind that is because our body is full of opportunities for other people to take care of for their own selfless service. And sometimes getting sick or being in pain is something that our soul creates in this body so that we become receptive to love from other people and their support, and that provides them with meaning and purpose too. Just like when I'm sick, I say to my mom, "I'm so sorry that you have to take care of me," and she says, "Nonsense." To me, I'm blessed to be able to be your mom, and I get to be your mom when you're sick, even now that you're old. Sometimes it's the only time I get to be a mom. Knowing that to be the case, we should be allowing ourselves to be sick in some ways for the purpose of providing seva, selfless service for our doctors, our therapists, our lovers, our mothers, our family and friends, etc., as our vulnerability helps them open up too. That said, that's only one aspect of health, and another aspect is our ability to surrender to the moment and a higher power and look for grace within. And for those aspects of our health, that is what I wish to meditate with you on tonight. The part of healing that is our lesson to learn by surrendering to a higher power. So if that sounds good with you, then we'll take the next few minutes together, becoming more and more receptive in our attention to any healing to be underway. And lastly, I wish to affirm that if you are in need of any medical attention, that you do seek professional help too. This is just in addition to all the help that you're already getting. Without further ado, let's begin by bringing our attention first to our breath. So we'll start by taking 3 conscious breaths together. That's 1. That's 2, and on this last one, I want you to release any insecurity about not being able to heal. Let your inhale invite healing energy. And on the exhale, release any feelings of negativity or toxins or spiritual poisons that you may have inadvertently gathered in your system. Turn your attention to that source within you that you reconnect with when you're in deep, deep rest. Without actually falling asleep, although if you do, that's maybe even better. Imagine that you were turning off your senses from the external world, even the dream world, and reconnecting as you would with the same peace and stillness of deep sleep. So visualize a great expanse, neither dark nor light, but a kind of lightless light. I'm sure that your experience informs you of this, that when you have rest, that you wake up rejuvenated, and many wounds have healed at a much greater rate than if you were to just stay awake the whole night. To empower this idea, I want you to remind yourself of a time that you were hurt. That pain could have been physical or mental. And can you recall a moment in your life where you woke up and it was gone the next day? You went to bed, it was there. You woke up and it wasn't. Maybe you had a cut on your arm and the next day it was almost completely gone. And it had been there for a while. Maybe you went to bed feeling really depressed, but you woke up feeling really satisfied with yourself. Something happened in between when you fell asleep and when you woke up. And that help didn't come from any magical fairy sneaking into your room and giving you some elixir of life. No doctor was hiding under the bed and waited for a moment when you were asleep to be able to stick the IV in your arm. Your therapist didn't come in the middle of the night and whisper affirmations into your ear. That whatever healing happened, it came from just what's already a part of you. That as you withdrew from the world, as your senses became refined, subtler and subtler, that you were no longer conscious of the world around you, no longer conscious of dream. In that state of just pure being, so much healing happened. Therefore, within your own experience, you know what's possible when you reconnect with the simplicity of your essence itself, which is the greatest healer of all. Whenever we are sick, our mothers, our doctors, they tell us to rest. When we've had a long day, we get into a bath and we rest, or we meditate. And when we're feeling depressed, we nap a lot too. And all of that is a sign that we go within to heal. And that's the intention of this meditation. Make your exhales longer than your inhales. But don't make your inhales short. They can be long too, but make your exhales even longer. What this does is it signals to your body and mind that you are withdrawing from new experience and releasing old experience. Since our inhale represents new experience and our exhale represents letting go of old experience, having a twice as long exhale withdraws us from the world around us for the moment, just as we do when we sleep naturally. But this time it's a conscious process. one easy way to naturally prolong the length of your breath and have calming effects is to make the air that is exhaled audible. Instead of a silent exhale, you should be able to hear your exhale, not through the intensity through which you breathe out, but simply by holding your own throat and mouth in a different way that changes the sound of the air. Just like when you're angry at someone and you let out that sigh. It's a natural technique to relieve yourself from certain pains and ailments. And when it's directed at the people around you, then at that moment they are the ailment. But you might be naturally finding yourself doing that in some situations, especially if you're neurodivergent and you're just naturally spiritual. And the people around you go, "What? What's wrong? Did I do something? Why did you sigh?" And you have to explain time and time again, "No, I'm just breathing. That's just how I'm breathing right now. Nothing to do with you, don't worry." Because you're so in tune. That prolonged audible exhale relieves so much tension and begins to withdraw yourself into that inner world of healing. And you can laugh. I think if you're not laughing while meditating, are you really meditating? Laughter is the best medicine, isn't it? Meditation on health. Well, we should be laughing as much as we can, shouldn't we? If laughter is the medicine of life, taking life too serious is the poison. But there's that beautiful quote. I've never seen a serious flower. I've never seen a serious tree. I've never seen a serious star. I've never heard a serious wave crash on the shore. Nothing in this universe is serious. So why do we take ourselves so seriously when we don't have to? As Jesus said, if you had faith the size of a mustard seed, you would be able to move mountains. Faith is born by letting go of the seriousness of life to conform to our assumptions and conclusions, and generated by putting your awareness into the infinite possibility, which is anything but serious, but light and ethereal and dreamy. if you don't take your own body and its sickness seriously, and by seriously, I mean being so worried about being burdened by it, if you feel like this is just a wonderful dream, then as a lucid dreamer, nothing is stopping you from making this body into one that is more healed, comfortable to be in, full of love and light. If you don't take it serious, then you break the fourth wall and you become the writer of your story. But if you take the story too seriously, then you become bound by it. So to wake up is to become the storyteller. What story do you want written for the rest of your life? Imagine laughing at your destiny. Ho 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 ho. Ho ho ho, that's what's in store for me? No, no, no. And pulling out a dreamlike pen and writing into your own destiny what you want to see. I want to torment my children until I'm 120 years old. Forget about them being haunted by me when I'm dead. We'll both be so old simultaneously that I'll be haunting them while still alive. Write that in. I'm not going to worry about falling sick and ill for the rest of my life or being in pain. I'm not writing that into my story. I've learned that lesson already. I have other lessons to learn now. I know I'm not the body and mind. Oh Lord, I've learned my lesson. Thank you for giving me these experiences that have pushed me beyond to realize that you, O Divine, are my true self, and I am yours. Being that source, O Lord, please make this body able to share as much love as is possible for the rest of my life. If it is your will for me to bring more love into this universe, O Lord, then may the health and welfare of my body and mind make it so that I am able to share your joy with all those who deserve to be receptive to it. Make it so, O Lord, that I do not entertain a single negative thought which creates vibrations in this body that lower me from my highest potential. O Father, O Mother of the universe, Fill me with grace so that I know your glory and may be a shining light for everyone around me. Heal me not because I deserve it or because it is your duty, but so that I may be living proof to the world around that miracles are possible. May this healing come not because I need it, but because people need to learn my story. And if it is so, O Lord, that my story is one in which healing grace comes, so that others may be inspired to turn within also, then that would be an honor. I am receptive to that possibility. But if it is not so, then allow me to be open to whatever possibility will bring the most love and light to the world around me. And if it is necessary for another person to open up only by having my body to be existing in such a way that another person may learn the power of healing through their ability to help, then I become receptive to that grace through them too, O Lord, so that I may not limit myself from all the ways in which you deliver your miracles. May it be so. Amen. And now, my dear listeners, I want you to come out of this meditation as if you were waking up and everything were already healed. Invite in the energy of knowing what it's like to be healed. Just as you were to wake up from deep sleep and find that scar healed over, or your own mind feeling so much more happy. Allow yourself to embody what that feels like even now, and it shall be so. And we'll end with 3 conscious breaths to seal the deal as your handshake with the universe. And may all beings receive the same grace as we do. Amen and Namaste.